farm retreat. Farm retreat. Um, this is what is called farm retreat. I think since I started farming, I was not just the farming, but I'm farming with sensitive along because I notice most everything that I'm doing, most everything that I see, most everything that's happening, both good and the other side. I notice everything, then I figured all of them together. So I try to put some things down, put some things on my side. Then I just try to get the clues of everything that I've been doing along with the farming. But these days, I called this a farm retreat. Yes, farm retreat. Why do I call it a farm retreat? Is because let's say we have the season. We have the season. So the season starts from let's say the new season starts from let's say from March ending to September ending. That is the season of farming. Now, you know that when you start farming, everything you plant at the beginning of the season, you know, you firstly wait for the rain. Then when you wait for the rain, after rain falling, things come growing. Then they brought up the seed, and after the seed, then you start harvesting. But I want to tell you something that it's not everything that you plant during that first rain that we survive. It's not everything that you plant that you are going to harvest. So you may be able to harvest some things, and you might not be able to harvest some things. Then you might be able to harvest some things, but not good enough. So the seed that is the fruit that it brings to you, might not be good enough. That is another aspect of it. So now, why do I now call this the farm retreat? Is because for the first 3 months of rain, that is when you know the logics of everything that you planted, how it has been effective, how it has been good, how you see that maybe it will bring out it has already generated a good fruit for you, or how the fruit will look like at that moment. So that time you might be able to harvest some things like corns that you plant earlier, corns, the tomatoes, then the melons, then melons and some other fruits, that they are 3 months harvest. So once you harvest some, you harvest the goods one, then the other ones, so it might not give you a yield income that you expected during that first 3 months. But after that first 3 months, you discover that the rain will stop for a while. So and after the rain stop for a while, so then those crops that it has been watered much, that they are not grown up very well. So during that time, they will be, because they have the sunlight. That time that the rain stop a little bit and there is very sun effective. So they absorb the sunlight, then they can come up well again, but they might not bring the good food again. So after you have harvest those ones and everything, those ones that is good and not good, then remain those ones that they are like 6 months and so on, 4 months, 6 months, 5 months, and so on. So it remains those ones. Then you now have the retreat in the time that those time of the first 3 raining, the all your crops might full with weeds, so that you are not be able to control. So within that time, after that 3 months, so that the rain stop a little bit, so then those that time you can now be able to what? You can now be able to remove all the weeds, maybe with chemical. Those time of that 3 months that the rain fell so much, so the chemical might not work enough, but they might not work well at that time. So but during this type of period that I'm talking about, that the rain stop a little bit at that after that 3 months, so then you might spray it with chemical. You see that the chemical will be effective well. So and you remove all the weeds, then you remove all the trees of those fruits that you have harvested, like corns and so on. So you remove all of them from the eaves, and so on. You make all the eaves neat, then make all your farm, you make them neat. Then after that, you might not think that, okay, what are the next thing that you can still be able to plant and harvest within the remaining 3 months. the 6 months of raining that we have. So it still remain 3 months from this July to September ending. So you cannot think, okay, what are those things that you still need to harvest within 3 months? You've already had some that is 6 months already, and then some 8 months, there's some 12 months, 10 months, depending on how you want the fruit to be. So then those one are there, but you look for, okay, what can you be able to plant within that 3 months that will still give you something. So that time you will be able, after clearing everything, all your farm is cleaned, then you now replant all those ones. If you still want to replant corn, you can still replant corn and some other things that you can harvest within 2-3 months. So then when you now you replant all those stuff, so and after that, then you now make sure that you work towards how the weeds will not be able to affect them again. So you monitor them and all those stuff. So that's why I call it a farm retreat. I think you get the logic now. So this what I'm doing now is I call it a farm retreat. I hope you get the logic with OFMV Farm Food Production. The full meaning of OFMV is Omotunde Freelance Multi-Level Ventures on Farm Food Production section. So you can visit our own website www.ofmvffponline.blogspot.com. So that is what I have for you now.